Ow! Oh! Oh! We're on fire. Piece of shit. Stay the fuck back. Oops, I missed. Oh shit. Stay the fuck back. You and your fire horse. God damn it. Yep. Fucking Volgan. Wait a minute. How would you know who he is? Mr. Man, I haven't gotten a good look at your face.
Watch for an opening.
Not
You get him?
good. I doubt it.
We shook him off.
I doubt it. Back the fuck up! Ow, ow, ow.
You lost your mind. I see it. Shoot him now. Harbor. Almost there.
So gone. Almost out of bullets though. That guy can't go to water, but I can. Oh, shit! Wow, that lightning striking. My god. I don't know how I did not know that was Volgan on the on me initially playing this. Like, it should have been so fucking obvious. Of course. I wonder if on my thing it says Dr. Senor Trouser Snake. That would be that would be fucking great. Fame decreased. I lost fame? Wait, and I'm gaining trophies for this game? Oh, and I got an S rank! Codename Chick! Booyah! No, he wasn't there. He was gone, yeah. He wasn't there. Horse is trying to tell you, get the fuck up, dude! It's fucking cold out here, shit! Don't snitch. Snitched.
Come on.
Okay. So that's Ocelot, huh? I remember you, you little bastard. It's been a long time. He wasn't in the last game that I played either, and the last game I played was before this, so I didn't see him at all. I don't think. Yeah, no.
My name's Ocelot. Big boss. You know who I am.
I
A
do.
certain man gave me a job to do. Two, actually. First was to get you out of that hospital.
It's nice seeing you again.
Was to rescue the man himself. You remember? Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller. 9 years back,
I remember
your private
Kaz.
army came under attack by Cypher.
Yep.
You were considered dead.
Fuck.
The day, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead.
Did it have something to do with what,
You'll have to join up with Miller.
No, the
Build
events
that
from the last
private
game
army of yours one more time.
might have something to do with what we did. I'm so skinny. I'm not the same big boss you once knew. I'm so frail.
First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan.
Alright.
Afghanistan.
What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma? 4 years ago, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. The Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. The Reds' 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000.
Damn.
The squad holding Miller set off near the Pakistan border yesterday. Now, in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. They'll be interrogated for a few more days, and it's off to a lager. Or left to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil.
Oh, we gotta save our boy.
I give him 2 weeks. The job didn't mean anything to Miller. He only took it on to keep you safe. Well,
So what-
there's our ride. A whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink.
Well, what happened to
7
everyone
days to
else?
Port Qasim, another 3 overland. So we won't have much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang on.
Talking about my one arm. Yeah. What a great way to start a game, right? You know, rain on... I've noticed both games that I've played recently had a lot of rain in it. Rain on character models is perfect, if you do it right. Oh, Hideo Kojima. I can't wait for your next game, bro. Can't wait. But yeah, we're officially in. An hour and 14 minutes later, we're in. Chapter 1, Revenge. Oh, we were in Turkey? Jordan and Egypt? Is it Port Said? Is that how you say it? It says Port Said, but I'm pretty sure it's Port Said. The Suez Canal. Red Sea. I can't pick up things with this claw. It's really difficult. Huh. That looks familiar. Alright, we're going to the Arabian Sea now. Oh, hey, they covered up my bad eye. Got my vape, it's all good. Got my cassette player. We're good to go. The Man on Fire, music tape, got Ocelot's briefing. That's pretty much how we're going to get all of our story, is through those tapes, unfortunately. So, maybe I'll maybe I'll show off some tapes, as they are important, but basically, yeah, let's continue on. There's going to be a lot of shit we got to go through. And everything's split into episodes, everything else is split into chapters. You get the gist. It's gonna be a bit of a beefy game, but we'll get it done. Yeah, but that Man on Fire was definitely Volgan. And we'll listen to that tape for sure.
The area ahead is under total Soviet control. Miller's been captive for 10 days. Not much time left.
Weather will clear shortly.
Go
Yeah,
on,
I
pass
bet.
it.
I mean, technology. Yep, that's me. I got a new name now. I'll take some water. Shalashaska. Yeah, I got that big ass horn on my head now because of that fucking shrapnel.
Used to it?
I'll figure it out. Now this is what sold me on this game. Not the fact that it just said Metal Gear Solid.
After 9 years
The fact that
on
this
ice,
open world.
solo infiltration of the
More or less.
Soviet main ground forces.
Oh, that JF Rayware. Looking good there, buddy. Oh, thanks. I'll take the technology.
Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dawandehar to the north. Check its location now. Take out your iDroid.
Alright. Got my
You see
iDroid.
Wandy on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is we don't know his exact location.
Marker
Finding
placed.
it is your first priority.
Marker removed.
Okay. Check out missions. Can't play any cassette tapes right now.
Go ahead and close the iDroid. Got your binoculars? Or should I say, your int scope? See the village? Straight ahead? To the right.
Right here.
All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it.
Oh. While I'm looking at it. That makes sense, actually.
That's Violo Village, the Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dawandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is.
Okay. Give me a second.
Marker
Wrong target,
placed.
boss. Use your binoculars to focus in on Davialo Calais village and mark it.
Marker removed. Marker
Good.
placed.
Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way.
He can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dawandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place.
Man, my face is
Become
fucked
quite
up.
familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own.
Sounds good to me. I like working alone anyway.
You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself.
Alright.
Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss.
Will do.
That's how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived,
Damn.
and they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and knees.
His fucking
We're
shades?
missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back.
Yeah, we gonna give these back to him. We're gonna find our boy and give him back his custom shades.
Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
Oh, you bet your sweet ass I'm going to. Let's fucking go. Hideo Kojima, your name is everywhere, bro. We're going. There we go. Let's go, opponent. I mean, wait. Let's check out, hold on. We got a few extra missions down there. Let's check out these cassette tapes, though. Got some music. I don't care about that. Oh, wait. Maybe later. We'll save it for later. Wow, there's a lot of briefing stuff. World's Affair of 9 years. What happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. Effects of Snake's coma.
Here, Snake, try this on. A prosthetic arm. Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. Physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit.
There we go. And we can do that while we're playing.
Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think? I can still feel it. There's a Soviet guard post.
Oh, I see.
They're bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars.
Can I get off?
Enemy in the center of your field of view. Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand. Yeah. What about your vision? See okay? Yeah. That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map. Security at that guard post is relatively light. Looks like the perfect place for a warm-up.
Oh, yeah.
Try to remember the ways you used to sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly. Colors, huh? Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field. You'll need to watch out for that. I will. All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get.
He has a helmet on, I think. Or is that a hat?
A portable toilet. If you're gonna hide inside, watch the enemy doesn't decide to use it. Same goes for hiding downed enemies in it. Don't leave bodies out in the open.
Oh.
Find some place to drop them out of sight.
Okay. Come here, you. Yoink. There's another guy over there. Oh, we got the Woo pistol for sleeping time. Let's put you in here. Get in there. Can't go in there. Oh, let me go ahead and get another tape playing. That's what I can do. I can do this throughout.
Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use? Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up. Sprinklers? The fire system? And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down. When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either. And then it started to rain. And he disappeared. Water against fire. Is it that simple?
Guard post
I mean, it
captured.
makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
Alright, let's bring up another tape.
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto. Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy? Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He didn't answer my question.
He said I was in a British military hospital. but the doctor had a
What, is it continuously playing?
They hire locally. Easier
Oh,
to
it
trust
is.
them.
Cool.
Kelly is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all. What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south. Not yet.
It's up to you whether to slip by enemies or take them down. Just
I'll take
remember
my
that any
time.
situation
Or,
can change fast. Familiarize yourself with your weapons and items while you can. You need to be able to switch between them quickly to meet any threat.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups.
You're almost at the enemy outpost, Vialo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village?
This is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to
I didn't even
rush
see
in
those
with
guys.
peace talks. The embers,
Parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there.
the world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is
Doesn't
no
look like it's
different.
that many dudes. I'll go ahead and go in there. I'll go do my thing. If I see somebody,
You're up.
We're changing ships.
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand?
you didn't see shit.
We're going to transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the
Come on.
zero line, the border. We'll
Go to
travel
sleep.
the Khyber Pass by road. And then continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are on
There
the
should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there.
It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a
It's probably the
counter-strategy.
building right there.
Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It'll be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no
Hiding on horseback allows you to stay out of sight even while on the move. It's effective for avoiding enemy guard posts and long-range reconnaissance patrols.
And in fact, this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes
damn it.
today's news.
There we go.
Quite some news.
The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics. Sight,
Oops.
sound, keep all your
Keep hitting
enemy
those buttons.
senses in
It's an
mind.
accident, I promise.
When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly.
Too bad I didn't.
If you stand up and run around, you'll make it easier for them to spot you.
Oh my god, dog.
4 years
Please.
ago, detente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not
Somebody's
to
ringing the
ratify
doorbell.
SALT II.
Hold on.
And Reagan's hardline politics won him the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire.
The Second Cold War.
And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes. Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently, his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs.
Islamic extremists.
Yes, fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years. We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed. The countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity.
Private forces.
Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand.
Yoink.
Miller's organization is just...
Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago.
Hold on. Gotta grab this. Important info and details. Where can I get me one of those?
Miller. You'd formed a private...
So you picked up an intel file. Now we know where Miller is. I'm marking it on your iDroid.
You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world.
That's communications equipment used by the outpost CP. That must be how they keep in touch with headquarters. If you destroy it, you might be able to cut off the CP from their HQ.
Job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base. That would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good.
Mm-hmm.
You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid.
You can use your prosthetic arm to make a knocking sound anywhere and lure the enemy. You can also select empty magazines to throw from among your support weapons.
Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut line.
Planning to walk the whole wilderness on foot? Use your horse.
XOF. Kisses and hugs followed by a big FU. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother Base no one suspected. You remember a certain scientist. Huey was responsible for
Fucking
bringing
Huey.
the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home. You were returning from Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away. They refused to believe the...
That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime.
Until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did. The first doctor to see you wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. There was a woman named Eva who arranged that.
Mm-hmm.
Rings a bell,
Yes, it does.
Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full venom. The days of naked Snake are long gone. Welcome back, Venom Snake. This
It's an
world...
enemy guard post. Watch yourself.
Here, Snake, try this on. A prosthetic arm.
I think we already heard this
Miller
tape.
was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Your
Okay.
arm's bulked up enough for it to fit.
Alright, so we're done listening to all the tapes. We got all the information we need.